Why would I throw in the towel? I just got on my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Hey, what it do? Welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. Your first time to the channel, hit that like, subscribe button, let's run this content up. Also, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I can't do nothing for you, man. Check this out, man. We finna get to this content, right? It's a no jumper clip, and it's about jefe going in, him and Munchie B going at it with a long payphone, Lush, and Flacco. Now, it started off with Flacco, and Flacco, you know, his trickin, and Munchie B asking, why in your rap you didn't say nothing about what you really be doing, your lifestyle, which is will make you more authentic. If you pay to play, then just say you pay to play, you feel me? But jefe seen it, took it a little personal, and then he wanted to change the narrative and change what the word tricking is, right? Everybody across this world, you can ask any woman, anybody, 1,000 people to you ask scale of 1 to 10, you ask a scale of 1 to 10 what tricking is, 8% of them gonna say you're paying for play. It's gonna be the 2% that pay that's gonna say no it ain't, no it ain't. But anyway, we ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get to this content. Let's get to it.
What do you consider tricking?
What do I consider tricking? I consider that the exchange of currency or some type of material things for either pleasure, friendship, or just for some goddamn odd reason that you just like giving away shit to women. Because some people give away shit. They just like, I bought her a TV and you ain't even see her titties. So I think tricking is.
Hey, you know what's crazy about what he said, right? I had a guy I work with one time. We were working. He was like, "Hey man, I got this TV for sale." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." He was like, I said, "What you going for?" He told me. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you half the price now. Then when we come back to work, so I'm gonna get the other half of the day." Okay, I said, "But I'm gonna give you money so you can hold it for me." He said, "I got you." Woo, woo. Yeah, my little whatever you call her. She my little dip, you know, she want me to give it to her for free, and I told her, "No, man, I need some money for it." And everybody know, in any business transaction, once you put a down payment on something, that's yours. You holding it till I come back for it, right? Especially if I come back one day and say I'm coming back. Anyway, you feel me? Dad get back to work. This guy that came, we at work, he ain't saying nothing the whole time until I say, "Hey, bro, here go the rest of that money for that." Oh, man, yeah, man, my bad, bro. Bro, I gave it to my dad. I gave it going to get. And I'm just looking at this dude like it ain't his main girl. It ain't that just some chick that he be marrying with that wanted the TV for free. You feel me? Just what he just said. Wanted the TV for free. Guess what? He gave it to her. Let's go.
Tricking is just it is the action of giving money, simply money, whatever, for pussy. But
Flacco, you pay for punani. Stop lying.
But hold on.
I'll pay to play.
There's a
That nigga
difference.
said, nah.
It's kind of what Ant was saying makes sense though, because there's tricking and there's tricking beyond your
Lush,
means.
I'm not talking
Once
about you, bro.
beyond your
Lush,
means,
bro, we
Nah, I
didn't
don't
talk
think it's
about
that
it.
loose. I don't think it's that loose.
What you mean?
I think it's the definition is the definition. If you paying for it, you tricking, whatever you want to call it, that's what you're doing. If you're not, then you in the game. You
For
do it.
sure.
I feel like it's
But
normal.
there's
Like,
varieties
bro,
of it.
you don't have to pay women to
Just
be
because
with
you
them.
said, and that's what I'm.
And let me make this clear, right? Let me make this totally clear. I'm not saying if you tricking, that's a bad thing, because these women got to eat. These kids got to eat. So if a woman is coming at you trying to get some money for some to give up that wet, then by all means, I mean, you know, do you? That's on you. But what I'm saying is, don't try to change the definition of it to fit your situation. You know, with this situation we see, what we about to see is it's a whole lot of narratives that's being painted to fit certain people's perspective. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Just because you said something, who the fuck makes this exception and rule? Just because you said, if
Not
I
because
want to
I
give
said.
whoever said, that's what I'm saying. Because you saying, or if you doing it, is you doing it because somebody put that term out.
Hey, look, All you niggas be acting like y'all follow ism, this, that, and the other, whoop-de-whoop, player, all. Okay, so if you follow the ism and whoop in one regard, then how you don't follow it in the other regard? A trick is a trick is a
It's the
trick,
trick.
nigga.
Real
If you
talk.
are paying to play, you are a
Real talk.
trick. What is the discrepancy here? It don't matter if you like, oh, I just want her to go away. You paid. Trick. What is it? Oh, I just got her some shoes because she gave me the puna. You paid. Trick.
Right.
Like, what
Right.
are we talking about, bro? That's what. Who's to
Definitely.
say? Nobody's to say nothing. These are rules that y'all follow at the end of the day. A trick is a trick, is a damn trick.
Yeah, but you gotta also understand though, man, we got see in the times we're living in, right? Like you gotta understand before this was a hands-off sport. Nowadays, dudes is really fighting, beefing, and trying to unalive each other over these 304s. You dig what I'm saying? So of course, with that being, with people taking them actions towards each other when it's a non-contact sport, which means the whole dynamic of the game is going to be rearranged. You got people who going to come in and always put their own twist on it. But, it's just like, it's like anything, anything in life. You dig? Anytime something's been going a certain way and a new generation of people come to it, it's gonna be a new twist added onto it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be. And when it comes to the Johns and the tricks, because they're both the same thing, um, some tricks feel, some tricks that like saying they tricking. They got it. They feel like, yeah, it ain't tricking if you got it, which is a lie. You know what I'm saying? But then you got people that like tell them I'm a trick. They like, paying. Nothing wrong with it if that's what's lane you in. That's what you want to do. That's your business. You feel me? But you can't change the narrative talking about. I ain't gonna get off. Come on, let's get back to the content. We're gonna see. You're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Niggas talking about, bro.
There. Like, if
Right.
you want to give somebody some money, you know what I'm saying, for some coochie or whatever, you
Then use a trick. Hefe? Then use a trick.
Shout out to my man from Gangland TV, man. That boy be cooking. He said, use a trick.
Am I missing something? Okay, let's continue.
doing.
If it's a coochie,
How the
then go
fuck?
away.
Like, who the fuck is you to tell me that I'm tricking?
That is tricky.
Okay, I'll put it like this. It's like we all get schooled. We all
Said
get
that is
schooled, right,
tricky.
to the game. They
By
give
what
us the
definition?
definitions. They give us
By who am I to tell you? IMB telling you that you are tricking, bro. You can take it how you want to take it. You know what I mean? And which is real talk, man. It's like people don't understand that. We live in a society where, common sense ain't common no more. We live amongst people who always don't, most people got most excuses for everything they do. And that's what we see. It's an excuse going on here. Flacco done slithered about the situation, though, because it started off with Flacco talking about why you don't be rapping about the things you do. Young and Jefe, for some reason, seem to take this topic a little too personal. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, and I ain't, trying to make this about him, but he made it about him. So let's go.
give us the
By
definitions.
what definition? The streets?
Hey, look,
Okay,
look, look,
somebody
look,
said it.
Sugar-free
Somebody said
album.
it, right? Somebody,
By the
yeah.
streets?
Listen.
Somebody said it, so it's something that exists and something that we acknowledge and abide by, and that's cool. Like, there's nothing
Man, that's
wrong
something
with
that was made up in
Shout out Payphone gang. Shout out to Payphone on me, because he's cooking.
the game of pimping hoes, man. And a lot of these niggas ain't pimp. A lot of these niggas is gangbangers. Man, that's pimping hoe talk. Trick is pimping hoe talk.
Hey, look, a lot
Okay, I
of
agree
these
with
niggas.
that.
But let me ask you a question. How long have this pimping and things been going on? How long have people been pushing this ism, bro? It's been generation after generation after generation, bro. This go back years and years, bro. And this terminology probably became a terminology maybe in the 50s, 40s, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But what I'm telling you is, though, bro, the world know what trick. You can ask any female walking this earth what tricking is. Now, me personally, I wouldn't say if you go out to eat with a female that's tricking. Only thing what makes a trick when you ask a female, how much it's gonna cost for me to sleep with you, and you pay that money. That's tricking, bro. I don't care if it's your first time, your only time doing it. And it's like my man said, he made a valid point, man. It's like I didn't even hear this part until, cause I be watching clips of it. So I didn't hear that part until later on, but I was making the same point. But he's made his a lot more clear, homeboy. Who I clipped it from Gangland TV. You feel me? Because what he said was, if I go and shoot somebody and I underlie them, but this guy over there done knocked down 5 different people, right? Am I still labeled an unaliver? Am I still labeled a person that alive? In the court system, no matter if you knock somebody down one time, you're an unaliver. You feel me? You done knock somebody down. No matter if you did it once or 5 times, you're still labeled an unaliver. Same thing with tricking. If you buy it one time or bought it 5 times, you still tricked off, bro. So, I don't, and people always talk, oh man, stay out of LA politics. Y'all got it on the internet. I'm going to speak on it, bro. Especially when y'all throwing some game around that ain't real. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I agree with
Pimp,
that.
I'm not about to argue that.
A lot of
Tricking
niggas,
is pimping hoe talk, man.
A lot of niggas been like this.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it
You
is.
know what I'm saying?
Unless you're in the South,
Listen.
though.
Straight
Unless
up.
you're in the South.
A lot of these.
Pimping is, tricking is pimping hoe talk. He's not lying about that. So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. By the pimping hoe glossary index dictionary, we know what tricking mean, bruh.
Right,
So
right.
why is there any, like, you talk about why do we, who's to say? It's not about who's to say, it's what it is. Just like these rules that your niggas live by in the streets. Who's to say that you're the
And then you got to remember, a lot of times, tricking, it ain't really about always giving them money. You know what I'm saying? You can give up money, or you can meet a female and with the hopes of trying to get the poom poom, be like, you over there trying to figure what she need and what you want so you can pay for it and give it. She might need her car fixed. She might need her bills paid. She might be late on her rent. She need anything. But if you decide to say, hey, baby, you throw your, what that boy, E40 said, cap the save up. Because you throw that cape on and slide that money down. It's the difference between cap the save and tricking. Cap the saving and some, see, that's why I think these dudes got the misconception of tricking and cap the saving. They talking about, well, a trick is somebody that you can call up and every time you need bills paid and you do this. No, that's a captain saving. Same thing, but that's a saving. That's a captain saving. See, a captain saving is a person that come to her every bag in need. She knows she can call him every time and he gonna be there. That's captain saving. But a trick is somebody who drive down the street, see a female he don't know, he ain't trying to get at her, he ain't trying to be in a relationship with her and break bread to get that wet whack. You know what I'm talking about? That wet, that poom, poom. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get back to it.
same difference. Again, we want to make little caveats and shit when we want to.
Right.
Come on, bro. It's the same shit. Niggas made it up. Tricking is tricking, fool. It don't matter. It don't matter what you try to put on it or with it. Tricking is tricking. And Big Mother pays for
Right.
pussy. That's what we talking about. I don't even know what Jefe doing. Big Mother pays for pussy. Jefe might too, for that matter. Not even trying to be funny or nothing. I'm saying the way that he going on defending this, I'm like, damn, fool, it's pretty cut and dry. If you pay for punani in any way, you are a trick. A John. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if it's John, but I think John is the same thing as a trick.
John is the same thing, and I will agree with this man 100%. If you paying to play, you're a trick, bro. Now, and Hefe giving off them vibes like he done hit the block a few times. Let me go down Figueroa real quick. Let me hit the corner of Figueroa. See what's happening. Hey, look, mama, what you got going on out here? I got a hot 40. A hot 55 now. Come on, get in the car. I don't want no problems. I got a girl at home. And see, that's what it really boils down to. But I'm finna tell y'all the thing, though, right? You got to give tricks they props. They tricks always been smarter than the average Joe because the average Joe want a side chick. So he'll go meet a female that he might see a female he want to smash, and then he exchange number. Now he popping out on the side trying to get that wet, right? He's spending more time conversating with her. Once he starts spending more time with her. Now he got to worry about the 3 o'clock in the morning phone call. Now he got to worry about the people busting windows out his car, scratching up his car, put his car tires on flat. You dig what I'm saying? Doing weird things, right? because he wanted a side piece. But see, the trick was smart enough to say, listen, I don't want them issues. I ain't finna break up my happy home. I'm married. I got kids, all kinds of stuff. I ain't finna do that. So what he do? Hey, babe, I'll be home. Oh, hit the block, get some poom poom, pay for some poom poom, come back, call, baby. I was running late. I had to stay at the work today. This and that. Woo, woo. And that just be the game, man. This is a game a lot of people use. So y'all got to pay attention to that shit too, though. But you know, that's what a lot of tricks do, baby. I had to stay home. I had to stay at work late, man. That's why I'm running late. Come in, hop in the shower, clean everybody out, act like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what a trick is, a John is. They pay because they ain't got time for the phone conversation. They ain't got time for none of that. So let's go.
It's a trick. Just throwing it out there.
Niggas been this way since elementary. Been bringing these bitches candy to school, nigga, since the 5th grade.
Man,
Nigga,
that's cool. That's crunch shit. That ain't tricking, man. You bought a bitch a sucker? That's tricking? You bought a bitch a sucker? You tricking? How are you niggas is confused,
like that
man?
on blood.
That's crazy. And I ain't even never bought a bitch a sucker.
Hey, now let me break this part down real quick. You know, I always got a little something to say, right? So let me say this, right? I won't say in the 5th grade if you passed out bought a sucker a Valentine's Day card or something like that was tricky. I ain't gonna say that. But what I will say is when you was in them grades, 4th, 5th grade, and they start making you bring Valentine cards and candy to school, once you realized females liked you for what you was giving them, the Valentine's Day candy and the cards and all that old stuff, that was the beginning of your tricky stage. Be real with you.
But that's just crazy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't had niggas my F that went to school with me. I was a bad.
That nigga Munchie. I thought that fade out like, yeah, you did, bro. You going in right now. Hey, Hefe was not having it on this topic, bro. That's common.
Nah, he
Niggas
wasn't.
in school, bitches was bringing me shit. Nigga, on God. Bitches was bringing me shit, nigga. Bitches bringing me shit, but I can't for math if I happen to did, which I never did. If I bought a bitch a sucker, I'm tricking.
The homie said he went to elementary. He went to elementary with Ant. He said, hey.
Nigga, Ant like the bitches was tricking on me, nigga. Ah. You talking about the bitches was paying to play with your boy.
Nigga, I think that nigga was from A-Tray in like 2nd, 3rd grade. But hold on. That didn't mean that nigga wasn't tricky. Nigga, he just didn't see that part. Nigga, you might have been the aggressive.
He was at school. He was with me. Like I was a bad nigga. I was a bad nigga at school that like all the bras.
Badass lady.
So this what I'm telling. No, this what I'm telling you. When you bad and all the niggas following you, and you got the whole school of niggas following you, the bitches they like, oh, this who all the niggas really looking up to. He the nigga for real.
But how many tough ass A-Tray gangsters do you know that's tricks, bro? Let's be real.
What's your definition? That's what I'm saying. Y'all got your
definition. Did you peep that? It's what's your definition? Like it ain't. Listen, definition. Pay for some poom poom and you don't know it. I don't care if it's your first time, your second time, or your last time. You did. I gotta shave up, but you did anyway. Let's go.
Hey, why are you trying to change the definition? This is what a trick is. Y'all trying to change the definition. No. Y'all trying to change the definition. Y'all the niggas that's enslaved into something that somebody put out there. Who the fuck? Nigga, I just don't live by what you niggas talking about. Y'all trying to tell me that if I did something that is this, and I'm telling you niggas it's not.
A trick is if you paying anything monetary.
I don't want to stand on what you saying, nigga. I'm wrong. You niggas sound crazy.
No, bro. I'm just
you niggas sound crazy. Telling me I'm trying to change the definition of a fucking street term.
I don't know if Ant need and Hefe need his lean or something, but and Hefe seem a little mad about this topic. You feel me? And what I mean by that is pay attention. Like normal people don't get this upset about something they don't indulge in. That's like somebody walking up to you and say, "Man, you a crystal head, man. I know you smoke crack." And you say, "Man, I don't smoke no crack." You laughing out like, "I don't know what that fool talking about. Everybody know I don't smoke no crack." You ain't gonna get that offensive about it. This dude is yelling, bouncing up in his seat, all kind of things, which is telltale signs that, and Hefe paid to play. If you is, that's your business, bro. I don't want to know what I'm saying. It's just mighty suspicious. It's mighty suspicious of the way you acted, bro. Let's go.
Man, come on, man. Hey, bro, if you ain't.
Hey, it is what it is, though, Hefe. Hefe like, oh, y'all crazy. Shout out Hefe. I never seen bro like this, right?
Right.
I guess
Right.
no jumper brings that up out of you. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. You is trying to change the definition, though, ganger.
You ain't lying.
Everybody know what trickin' mean, fool. Everybody know what trickin' mean, bro. Everybody knows what tricking mean. I just want to throw that out there, bro. Niggas can't make up, oh, if you do this or if you do that. No, tricking is tricking. Tricking is tricking. Sorry.
Trick Daddy.
Don't argue with me if you ain't lived this shit, bro. I don't want to go back and forth with a nigga that ain't lived this shit for real.
Pussy.
That's what Tanisha.
And this is what I'm going to say, too. That comment right there, Hefe. I was super.
Yeah, I was about to say that too, because you can't say to somebody, I don't want to go back for somebody who ain't lived it. What are you talking about? If somebody's paying for Poom Poom, they living it. If you're paying for Poom Poom, you're living a trick life, right? So if a person speaking from a trick point of view, or from a point of view where they done paid for Poom Poom before, how you gonna tell this man that you don't want to go back and forth? That's when you losing the fight, when you start yelling them kind of words. Not when you losing the battle of you trying to paint your narrative and it ain't making sense. That's when you start losing the battle. When you start losing the battle, you start getting hostile. What? You know what I'm saying? Like I said in my last video, because I already did a video about this, but I just wanted to go a little bit more in depth with it. But like I said in my last video, where was your energy at like this for King Pill? You got on the internet talking about, I punked him off. You know, I said what I said. He was looking all along, this and that, bro. All you do is on here paint this narrative about how somebody act and be like, oh, mushroom, dude. You talking to somebody who once popped them. And when you pop mushrooms, they good mushrooms. You can look at a wooden table, bro, and you're going to zone out because it's going to make you look at the colors, the lines, and you're going to see colors and different lines, fluorescent lights and everything going in and out of a wooden table, bro. You might look at a picture and stare at that picture for a long time. If y'all had it and ain't got that hot, y'all got some boo-boo. Y'all got some garbage. I'm just being real with you. But the point I'm making is, where was your energy at for King Peel? You didn't punk him off. I don't care what nobody said. You didn't punk him off on there. I'm just going to be real. And I'm not trying to ride for King Peel and then like that. I don't know that dude. But from the outside looking in, you didn't punk him off. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have this energy right here. Now, if you would have had this energy in that situation with King Peel, then I would have been like, okay, yeah, he punked that dude off. But you did one of these numbers. And Jefe, what are we talking about? The whole time you were staring at him, he was actually staring at the screen up there reading the comments. Zoned out at the comments. I knew that everybody here that said no jumper stared up at the comments to see what the comments said. He sat in that chair, stared up at the comments. The whole time you were staring at the side of his face like, what are we talking about? So once he did like this and turned back down, look at you, turned your head down this way. So where was the punk off at? You did? Anyway, where was the energy at? Bottom line, where was your energy at for King Peel? But you in here in a room full of squares. Now, one would make you think that, is King Peel a gangster? Is he really from the streets? Because for exits and turn down phase with him, Young Ant Jefe energy was nothing like this, and he punked him off. Let's get back to the content, though. That's just something for y'all to think about.
Oh, super duper corny, bro. You're on a podcast.
That was corny.
The podcast is made up of a variety of people, bro. They're not all street niggas. We not all street niggas, right? And podcasting ain't some street shit. Whatever topic gets brought up, we discuss the topic. That's podcasting. So for a nigga to say, I don't want to discuss something, because he was shooting at the payphone, and that's corny. Payphone said, I'm not a trick. I don't pay for poo nanny. Nigga, Payphone being a civilian or not, he know what tricking is. Like we all know what tricking is. And anybody could have that discussion.
Right.
You don't gotta be no street nigga to be talking about
you pay your hard-earned money.
Talking about.
Anyone can have the discussion if you pay your hard-earned money for some poom poom. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, I feel like, and then what's weird about it is you got people, black people who they'll tell you themselves they be tricking. Like, so this dude, you know what it seemed like? I think he done had a experience where he done drove down Like I said, drove down Figueroa looking for poom, 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 poom. Pulled over. Hey, listen, man. I'm behind, I think allegedly, y'all got Jefe be on that leany bowl. You feel me? You know, your old people expose you, bro. You got over there with your double cup, your Fontaine. You didn't have that purple stuff up in there, though. Look like you had a little bit of Robitussin mixed up in there. I don't know. You better be careful, bro. That might be that other stuff that's knocking people down up in there. Let's go.
You could be a civilian and be a trick. What are we talking about? I think that's corny when niggas do that. If you ain't never lived this, so.
But listen, let me explain something to you, bro. Your average John are tricks. They're squares. They're not. Listen, bro. See, it's when they say it's levels to tricking, they not saying that, oh, because you do this, that don't mean you tricking. No, what they mean by levels to tricking is you got the tricking where people pull up and they pay for play. That's tricking. Then you got the tricking where you got the dudes that meet no female, probably been doing it all her life, and he, want to get her, and the only way he can get her is by breaking bread. She probably don't really like him, but even buying her stuff, paying her bills, paying her car notes. So she like, yeah, I guess I give him some. That one, them female that I tell you, he just kept calling my phone and kept calling. Finally, I said yeah and gave in to him to go out with so he can just quit calling her phone, whatever. See, them be the ones that'll be like, man, how much is it gonna cost for me to just, us to chill one night? Woo, that's another level of trick. You feel me? So it is levels, but the bottom line layer is it's tricky. Let's go.
So what? What are you talking about? We're on a podcast, bro. These is podcasters. My nigga, that's out.
He said, bro, I won't talk about that chapter. For sure.
Man, this is what I look, bro.
I never been to a blade, though, bro.
This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it here. And if you want to rebuttal, if you niggas want to rebuttal, that's on y'all, bro.
Yeah.
A trick to me is a motherfucker you can call any given time. He going to spend that motherfucking money. He paying rent.
And that's what a trick is.
Also.
To you, Aunt Jefe. That's what a trick is to you. Yeah, notice what he just said. Notice what he just said right there. To me, exactly. To you, that's a trick.
He buying cars and shit like that. If a nigga see you and he like you, he don't want a relationship with you, and he like, bitch, what's up? Let me get some of that pussy, and he want to give you a few dollars. Do I see a nigga as a trick? Nigga, hell no. If that's what y'all call a trick, that's you, nigga.
That's what you don't see. Because most tricks don't see themselves as tricking. Like, think about it. If you would do that, you never in your life paid for no pum pum, never in your life paid for something, right? And you got this hood image like money over these chicks. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? And then you also you see somebody pay for some pum pum, right? Ain't you gonna sit there and be like, oh man, that dude, he shaked off, man. It's not a bad thing though, but I'm just saying though, for the people who paying, it's a good thing for them because they get what they want and the woman get what she want. You do what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and Jefe, again, bro, and this ain't no dig at you. I just want you to quit painting these fake narratives when you get on here. You be talking a good one, bro, on the real, and then some of the content you be saying be making sense. But when you come to topics like this, man, everybody watching this content is looking at you like, except for the ones that pay for pum pum, like you say, you allegedly don't do. Let's go.
You niggas' definition, bro. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't give a fuck what you thought. I'm telling you, nigga, what I stand on and live by. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about.
You know what?
You sense the hostility towards the weakest people in the room. And I ain't calling Flip Phone no weak person. And I'm saying, even Munchie B, I ain't calling him no weak person. But Munchie B a real gangbanger. Even though he might have a disability, he's still a real gang, come from a real gangbanging hood. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I don't care what nobody say. And Jefe be buying poom poom on the low. I don't care what nobody say, bro. He be buying poom poom on the low. Don't no man on this earth get that mad about something they don't indulge in. I can promise you that now. You don't get mad. That's like me walking out the door and they say homeboy over there tricking. I don't care. That's his business, right? That's his business be tricking. I'm not finna go on and be, what? How you know he tricking? My definition of tricking is how you gonna get so offensive about something that you claim that you don't partake in? All right, let's go.
On gay shit.
So a person that occasionally buy pussy is not a trick.
Who I don't occasionally buy nothing. I'm just telling you.
You personalizing it.
Yeah.
I ask you a question.
Nah, yeah.
A person that occasionally buy pussy is not a trick.
Yes.
No, that's what he's saying. They not.
Man,
Okay,
that's how
but
you
he
niggas
said-
crazy.
he's
I
talking
said
about-
if a nigga see a
I
bitch,
just answered my question, man.
And Hefe was over there thinking about what he said. He said, so you said a person that occasionally buy poom poom is not a trick. And he said, and Hefe sitting there like, what? Because he's so, see, when a person get mad about something you say to them, they gonna make excuses up. They gonna be argumentative. It's over there because they ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be arguing. When people know they wrong. When people wrong about things, right? Instead of them listening and understanding, they want to be argumentative. They want to go back and forth to try to prove a point that's not even valid. You dig what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like even in with the situation with them, it ain't even worth. I would have got out this conversation. I mean, if we podcast, of course we're gonna speak on it. But if it was a conversation that was off camera, I wouldn't have went back and forth with it. I wouldn't even entertain this conversation, especially if I ain't partaking in buying no boom boom. Well, I'm gonna entertain it for. I'm gonna talk with y'all, but I'm not gonna entertain it to the point where I'm letting my blood pressure raise up. Where I'm screaming together. I don't care what none of you dudes. You got to care, bro. You podcasting. But at the end of the day, if you don't partake in it, then what you tripping for? I know a bunch of females that I know that sell poom poom, bro, and they will tell you straight up, bro. Any dude that spend money on the female with the impression of getting something in return, it's tricking, dog. If you get stopped by the police and you out trying to buy some poom poom, and they arrest you for being a job trying to buy for soliciting to prostitution, right? And they arrest you for that. That's going to be on your record that you're a John, that you solicit, that you pay for poom poom. So there's no way around that, bro. You got arrested for tricking. That's it.
man, look, that's what you. I said if a nigga see a bitch,
Yes or
if
no?
a nigga see a bitch, and he say, nigga, he don't want to like spit no gal. I want to be your boyfriend or whatever. And the nigga see a bitch, he was like how he calling this nigga Trick Victoria's Secret. And he fly bitches out. If this nigga got a bag and he see a bitch, he just want to fuck and he fly her out. The fucker like, nigga, do I see this nigga's tricking? Like,
Yes.
That is a trick, bro. It don't matter about what you see it
This
as.
dude is,
Again,
bro. I think you need
y'all
to leave
all
that
live.
lane alone, bro.
Let me let you define tricking and what a trick is, if you don't mind.
Basically, a trick is someone. I'm gonna get straight to the point, man. I'm trying to see what you need and what you want, and I'm after something. I'm chasing something. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much know what I'm chasing. You know what I'm saying? Once I get what I need and what I want, you know, we good. We on there. I'm tricking. I'm gonna pay the bill, light bill, water bill, gas bill, whatever she need. Put gas
Alimony.
on the car. You know what I'm saying? You know, car break down, she gonna call Will. The trick comes to the rescue.
These bitches actually call niggas tricks and don't consider themselves whores.
Damn, that's the trick. It take a long time to realize that, don't it? Yeah, you don't really want to say it or you just don't realize it, but
I ain't gonna say that. I think if a female knows what she is, I think a lot of females know what they are. You know what I'm saying? You got to think. Wiz Khalifa baby mama Amber Rose, did she come out with that thing called the slut walk? And how many females attended that? Now think about how derogatory that name is, slut walk, right? But she turned that negative. She trying to turn a negative to a positive. And every woman who, on the low, deep inside, considered themselves to be a slut at some point in time, they went to that place and walked with it. They went down there to the slut walk with it. So these derogatory statements and names that people be using, don't think that they only saying it because it sounds good. These people relate to it. They relate to the name, so they went to the slut walk. Females call themselves whores. They relate to it because that's why they out there. They'll tell you themselves. Tricks know what tricks are. You pull up in a room full of tricks, they over there buying every female in there a drink, trying to take them home, and with the impression of trying to take them home. That's what tricking is. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying you in the bar, you want to buy a female a drink. Hey, you want a drink? But if your intentions is, I'm finna buy her a drink with the intentions of getting her home so I can beat it up, $20 drink, okay, no matter how you look at it, it's a form of tricking, but in actuality, it's cordial. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hey, we having a conversation. Let's have a drink. You want a drink? Woo. And then, you know, a lot of people be like, well, who paying? Bro, do you get that if you a real dude and you hold a real conversation with a female when you talk to her, you ain't just aggressive but trying to get in her pants from the gate when you first meet her. Do you know even if you buy the second round, she'll buy it. I done been in bars with females and bought me rounds first. Hey, you want something? I got you. Ooh. So it ain't about who paying for it. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. You dig what I'm saying? So if I buy you a drink later on, you see, oh, you want a drink? You got me. That's what it is. That's not tricking. But if you just obey what's going on with you, come on, man. What you need gas in your car to get home from this club? Or you want you listen? I got you. What you need? I got you. Your PG&E about to get cut off. Girl, come on over to Captain, man. I'm over here with my cape on tight. You're a trick.
But that's the whole plan, to make you think that it ain't something that it is. That's why they call it that. The trick. Because they tricking your ass about your bread. They know it.
With the pimping and hoeing terms, bro. It mean what it mean. What are you talking about? You could say you don't think it's tricking, or to you it's not, but it is by the definition of tricking, gang. Like it is. And that's what Jefe don't seem to understand. And that's why I'm like, I don't know, it seemed like Jefe might pay for something when he wanted. Again, and that's not me trying to be funny or nothing, but it's like he's super defensive about this again. Munchie, like, bro, what are you personalizing it for? I never said you. I just want you to answer the question.
Right.
Like, no, now if you making shit like a habit of shit, then it's like, but I mean, you can do what you do. That's what I'm saying. Look, it depends on, like for me, it depends on what you got going on. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you got going on. If you just like a single nigga and you just.
But you mean it don't matter if you single or not, bro. See, this is what I mean by changing the narratives, right? If I don't care if you're single, I don't care if you in a relationship. Now the weird part about what he's saying is, if you single and you just buying poom poom, yeah, you tricking. But if you got a girl on the side and you go buy some poom poom, that's not tricking. Tricking is tricking. The act of the exchange. Do you understand what tricking is? Tricking is the act of exchanging money for poom poom is a trick. If you do it one time or 10 times, it's the same thing. If I sell one rock to somebody and get caught by the police, I'm a drug dealer. Don't care if I sold one rock or 10 rocks, bro. What part of this don't register to that head of yours, Hefe? I'm telling you, bro. You see, sometimes we be drinking these leans and these other things, and it can cloud our judgment on how we feel and how we view things. That's all I'm saying. Let's go.
Just paying for pussy and you out there just paying, then yeah, I'm gonna send you like a trick ass nigga. But like if you like a nigga that's married, or you a nigga like in a situation like bonded by some shit, and like.
But we had to laugh at that because he's like, dude, the point you making is irrelevant. And I know when he went back to his hood, unless his whole hood is full of dudes that run around be paying. Yeah, you was right in there, say we ain't tricking because we got it like that. We just meet random females and just give them money because we got a girl at home. It's tricking, bro. Go ask your girl is a chicken. If you got a girl at home and you decide to go pay for some poom poom, ask your girl. Or don't even do it. Don't even go do it. But ask her, baby, listen, I'm about to go pay for some poom poom. Don't even ask her like that. This is how you ask her. Hey, babe, let me ask you a question. My homeboy, one of my homeboys, I'm cool with him, whatever. I was just heard him talking at the park where y'all hang out at. Yeah, man, and he was saying that, he got a girl, but he finna go buy some poom poom, and the homies was saying that's tricky. And I was thinking, don't even tell her what you think because she don't go off what you thought your thoughts is because that's your woman. But ask your girl how she feel about it. Do she think that's tricky or not? And watch what she say. See, you trying to say that for yourself to justify your own action. That's what it sounds like to me because ain't no rightful man gonna say that. Like when people hear you, see, this is what I mean by people be changing narratives. Check this out. I'm watching a video one day. I hear one of these rappers say, "Oh, if you only drill one person, man, that don't even count, man. You gotta have." Matter of fact, I think it was the dude from Chicago that got killed, got unalive. My bad. Bloodhound Jeff or something like that. I forgot his name, but he made a statement in one of his videos that if you ain't got 4-5 hats, then you ain't doing the one don't count. Bro, if you get caught up for that one, you can get life like that one do count. So it's still the same thing. It's an unaliving, bro. I don't think Jefe really get what he's saying right now, and maybe it's due to the lean he's sipping on and the years he did in feds, being away from the streets and whatever, and he come out with his own definition. I don't know.
Like, nigga, man gonna be man and be on doggy shit, and you like, man, look, I ain't trying to disrespect my home. I see some little shit I like, man. I ain't trying to make it too much. Man, hey, look, bitch, take this few dollars, bitch. Let me get that wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Do I see a nigga as a trick doing that? No, I don't. I don't.
Trick though. Not me though. Tricks are for kids, homie. I ain't gonna be doing that. I'll throw my shit just to feel it.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I've been asking this recently. What is considered tricking?
Whenever you're doing shit to like, I wouldn't to keep up with the girl. No, you do it to hit her. To hit, you're paying money to hit.
It's just the tricking part.
Get it out.
The tricking part that you. The tricking part.
The trick.
Buying weed, smoking reefer with you.
That's tricking.
Buying your bottle, drinking with you.
And then what y'all need to start understanding also is y'all don't think of it like that, but if you're taking me out to eat, you're tricking.
I gotta eat anyway.
But you're tricking.
Well, you tricking if you took it to the gas station and bought
me a pack of cigarettes or Rellos. You're tricking.
Then got us some wings from Kelly's too. You tricking.
But I didn't give her money out of my
pocket. It don't matter.
It's an exchange of anything.
She's not your main, but you bought all that shit. Whatever it took to accommodate her to get this.
Exactly.
Right?
Hold on.
One could.
You heard what Hobie say, right? Now, Jefe just said, if you single and you out paying for poom poom, that's tricky. But if you got a girl at home and family at home, you ain't trying to mess it up, that's tricky. But you clearly just hit this people, I don't even know where they from. This person just said, if you out buying gas, cigarettes, and all this old stuff for any female that's not your main trick, that's tricky. So what are you talking about, bro? You giving up money? Anything, bro, that's tricky, bro. Jefe funny. Maybe it's a play. Maybe Ant wants to start controversy to make the people be like, oh, he crazy to get his name up in the algorithm. I don't know his name. I don't get it, but come on.
Good say it was prostitution.
Lifetime rent?
Explanation.
Yeah, what's the explanation for that?
It's a little different though because when I think tricking.
Now these guys right here, right? I was sitting there, Lil Yachty. I think he's a good entertainer, whatever the case it may be. You feel me? But when you listen to him talk, it sounded a little zesty, but it could just be him being sort of like a square. You know what I'm saying? Being around the millionaires, talking differently. Also, his definition of being a trick is being tricked into doing something you don't want to do. No, bro. That's not being tricked. You got tricked. That's all that is. You got tricked. But being a trick is somebody that knows what he's doing. He's paying for something. That's a trick, bro.
Tricking to me is like some shit that I really didn't want to do. Right? Like, like I don't, I've helped people, right? On some Oprah shit.
Okay.
Wait. But it's different than tricking.
No, but it's still tricking though.
I don't think it's tricking.
It is,
though.
though,
It's
bro.
just a different.
It
No,
is,
I
bro.
feel like when you tricking, you're beat.
I've been a trick.
In your prior life.
Yes. I'm tricked.
Yes.
Yes. We all have tricked.
Wait. What you think tricking is? Because not you took a girl to Ruth Chris. That's not tricking.
What is it?
Everybody got eat.
I've never done it, but what is it?
Well, see, now the definitions have been blurred. Like, it's a lot of blurred definitions.
No, that's tricking. Taking a woman to Ruth. Is it her birthday? Is it our anniversary?
Right.
Eating is not tricking.
What? Eating is tricking. Yes.
What are you
You ain't
eating?
doing for you at the same time you're doing it for you.
No, tricking is, I'm going to pay for you to not go to work today. That's tricking.
Yeah, like who does that? After you just got up.
I'm going to say this, right? In my own personal opinion, right? I feel like tricking is any exchange for any favors. If you exchange money or any other object with the hopes of getting something or some kind of relations in return, that's tricking. If you have a family at home and kids at home and you taking money outside of your house to go pay for some poom poom from somebody that's tricking. That's my definition of tricking. Now, as far as you other people who saying that's not tricking, then I don't know where y'all got y'all game from. I don't know where you came from. To me, y'all sound like a bunch of lames for them saying something like that. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. And I don't like even calling people out like this, but I'm just calling it what your boy Waggy said. We gotta call a spade a spade. The truth should never be considered disrespect, right? You know what I'm saying? So, ain't that your boy, Whack 100? The truth should never be considered disrespect, right? Then you call up, I'm going to call up, what do you say? You call a Whack 100, I'm going to call 600, and we can meet somewhere and shoot the fade. Ain't that what your words was? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, take this 100.
Oh, yes, it does.
Nah.
Yes,
nah.
it does. I'm so glad.
I mean, I'm sure it does. I've never done that.
That's what you're saying. You're not
Oh,
tricking it.
you're right.
There's levels.
There's levels.
Obviously, it's levels.
Yeah, he's not a trick at all.
Yeah, nigga, you said it's occasionally bomb pussy. Nuanced. Of course, that's a trick, but that's what I'm saying. It depends on cause this shit is barriers and it's levels to this shit. So it's like on a playing field, like what we talking about. Cause it's just like different people be in different situations. Y'all don't even know niggas' situations. They be trying to.
He is saying a whole bunch of nothing right now. Different playing field, different levels. What are we talking about? What do you mean, different levels? Dude, out your own mouth, you just clearly said that if a person is single. Now, I would say this, right? And I'm not even moving that way because I'm not even going to move that way and agree with that because I'm just saying this to make his point seem more valid. Now, if you want to say that you paying for some pum pum to some chick that you don't know and you just trying to get something you consider tricking, I can see your argument from you being a single man and paying for some pum pum. I can see your argument. Oh man, I'm a free man. How's the trick out? You know what I'm saying? Well, I can see that argument because rappers make that argument all the time. But in all reality, bro, if you taking money outside of your house, your kids' food, you know what I'm saying, for money for your kids' food, your bills, gas money, to go give it to somebody else so you can have a splash, so you can splash, bro, you tricking my dude. Now, if you real and you don't want a relationship with a chick, you can. He act like so. What I'm getting from Young Ant Jefe is this, right? Because he just said in high school, I mean in the 5th grade, that all the females was chasing him because he was the bad kid at school, right? So let's do this. How many females at school did you smash that you didn't have to pay no money for? Now, if you claim you ain't no trick, right? And you know, only time, and this is the thing I will say, right? Anyway, this is the thing I will say, right? Is this. I don't know if I take this the wrong way. But listen, if you the man that, like you said, I ain't never had to pay for nothing, I ain't got to pay for nothing, then you wouldn't be so mad about the conversation. Another thing I want to say is you can get a female without having to pay for the pom-pom, right? If you got some kind of anything about yourself and you got conversation and you see a female that you don't really want no relationship with, but y'all having a good chemistry of talking, you can come at that woman if you call yourself a player. Now, if you pimping, that's different. But if you call yourself a player, you supposed to be able to slap on any woman. See, the problem is what you do, all you do be lying to women. Y'all tell a woman, I want to be with you and this and this and that, knowing that you just really want them draws. 9 times out of 10, if you tell a woman what you really want, she might be with it. Well, 9 times out of 10, she gonna be with it because you tell her up front, man, listen, I don't want a relationship. I just want to hear something. We ain't got to exchange numbers, none of that. You feel me? But I'm trying to hear something what's happening. If she feeling in the mood, then you can. But if you decide to see a woman and you come out and she say, nah, I'm good. Well, how much it's gonna cost me? You know?
Trying to oh, yeah, that nigga a trick. Oh yeah, he tricking.
But y'all see, most tricks is in relationships.
Is rappers.
Hey, look at Big Mother. Big Mother's so happy to have wiggled out of that one. Hey, what about such and such? Is he a trick? Let's not talk about me tricking, paying for Punani anymore. What a cornball. Shout out Munchie pressing that press. Shout out Munchie pressing that press.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna
Shout
say,
out
how you
Munchie
feel
B,
about
man.
Ant that's constantly talking about
Is him
paying
doing
for
trick?
pussy?
Most tricks is in relationships.
Yeah. But Ant is saying that you got to get to a certain level. You got to be at a professional, elite level trick in order to be registered as a trick in
Hell
his
no.
brain. To us, we saying if you paying for it, you a trick. Because he also said if you have a habit, if you constantly doing this shit over and over, then yeah, you a trick.
Let me ask
so
you
like
guys this. So if it's normalized in everyday
Like they say
society,
after they made a song, and nigga, that's the real shit. Tricking is a habit. Get like me. Tricking is a nigga.
He cut this man Lush off from making his point to sing a song that you claim that like if I'm not a trick, then why would I never heard that song. Tricking if I did hear it, it would probably the reason why I don't remember it because it's the chorus of the song. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody doing no trick. We live in a time where money is scarce. You feel me? Now, tricks be having money to go burn off on some poom poom, but me personally, per se, I'm not finna pay for no poom poom. Now, there's different levels of paying, and people don't realize it. And most people would say it's tricking, but I wouldn't say if you're in a relationship with somebody and you paying this and paying that's tricking. But if you're not in a relationship with someone, you just give up money, bro. I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. If you give up money, bro, to get some poom poom, bro, you tricking. Now you need to go back to your OGs and you need to go sit down and watch some Filmo Slim documentary. You need to go watch the Mac. You need to go sit down and watch. The Mac was here way before you was born, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Way before you was born, bro. So what I will say, I ain't gonna say way before, but I'm pretty sure you're only 30 some years old. I don't know. I think that movie The Mac gotta be at least 30 years old. Probably. Oh no, that's longer than that. That movie older than that. And they've been saying Tricks and Johns for years, bro. Anybody pay to play, bro. So let's get back to it.
Nigga, that shit is a habit. Like you gotta, like that's like a constantly thing.
an
Like,
addiction.
You feel me?
Tricking is not. No, it's not. If you pay
The
for
show
pussy
is
one
not.
time, you know what?
No, it's
you know
not.
what the woman who pussy you bought gonna say? That you're a trick. What are we even talking about? Y'all niggas be smart as a mother. Like, what are we talking about? No matter about how you feel, she's gonna look at you as a trick.
Right.
You know why? Because you paid for it. Doesn't matter if, I just paid for her. That is the act of tricking.
Yes, it is.
Simple as that.
Your definition of tricking.
When you go buy a hotel room, when you pick up with your gas money, when you buy cigarettes, when you buy a new Porsche, when your female smoke cigarettes, you hear me?
This is a sick Negro. Nigga, paying for shit. Basically, you paying for a woman time because she wouldn't be interested in you otherwise. If you ain't got no money, if you ain't spending no bread, she don't like you for you. That's tricking. That's tricking? That is tricking. Because you can't get this woman time without you spending money. That's tricking.
So what if you meet somebody and you take out to eat? That's still tricking, right?
That's not tricking because
Why?
she want to go out. She want to go out to eat because we like each other. It's a mutual thing.
But who paying?
Depends, but most of the time it's the man paying.
Okay, so that's just another form of tricking.
Tricking is I'm just paying her for her time. She's not interested in me at all. That's tricking.
That's bypassing the bullshit. That's like, listen, fuck all the dates, fuck all the going to do something.
That's what tricking is.
Let's get straight to it. I was
tricking.
Look, fool, real quick, right? It's just I thought about this right in my head. Pow, right? Look. I run down and go, bow, 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 catch a hat. Y'all like to say that, catch a hat. Right? One hat. I got one hat. Am I a killer?
Yes.
I'll wait. I say if I run down and catch a hat one time, am I a killer?
Yes, you are. But let me tell you something.
Yes, I am.
I'm with you on that. But this generation is going to change the narrative. Young and Jefe generation is going to change the narrative. They're going to say, so what that you got one hat? That's not enough hats to be considered, but you can get penitentiary time like it's enough hats to, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the mind frame of us black people in the community, man, our own community. We're so brainwashed on our own antics, our own poison that we put ourselves in that we don't realize it's like the blind leading the blind. That's all it is. It's a bunch of blind leading the blind people out here, man. Like people want to change narrative. They want to keep it real with the kid. They want to make it seem like they stand on being like being part of it. And you know what I'm saying? This lifestyle is what it is. This lifestyle ain't what it is. The street culture ain't what it is, bro. This ain't what it is. See, some of these people chose this gang banging or chose this lifestyle that we live in the street. But for most people, this lifestyle chose them. You dig what I'm saying? I was one of the people who grew up where the lifestyle chose me. I can't control the family I'm born into. You dig what I'm saying? No one can. We can't control the family we're born into. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain age, we can't even control the situation what's going on around us. You dig what I'm saying? Like I tell you, I grew up around pimps and prostitutes, thugs and all that. I grew up in that. I'm from Oakland, California. I grew up around that. So for me to hear somebody that grew up in another culture of gangbanging that didn't come from this lifestyle, he talking about he don't want to argue with nobody who didn't come. But you just said you don't even come from this lifestyle. You're a gangbanger, a gang member who went to the feds for money, for doing some other stuff with some money, not for pimping, not for pushing the ism. So how can you speak so strongly about something you never really partaked in? And if you did partake in, you might have pay attention to it long enough, because if you did, you would know the definition. Let's get back to it.
What's the difference here? Okay, I'll let y'all do that up because I know niggas be smart. 2 + 2 = that. I'll let y'all do that in y'all head. Let's continue.
Hey, but just because you don't like it, don't mean I'm doing something wrong.
I don't think it's derogatory.
I don't dislike
it's
tricking,
derogatory. I feel like you taking it as if it's an insult. It's not necessarily an insult.
Nothing as an insult. No, but I'm saying I'm not taking because I'm not the nigga on the hot seat.
I know.
You act like you the dude in the hot seat. You talking like the person in the hot seat. That's all I will say. You know what I'm saying? I know he don't pay attention to my content or whatever the case is, which I don't care. But somebody gonna get it back to him and tell, hey, where you gonna pay attention from somebody. If it ain't come from me, it's gonna come from somebody, bro. That's gonna make you sit back and listen, bro. Because at the end of the day, you can't change the narrative, my dude. You can't spin the narrative to fit your situation. Now, I'm gonna jump out the window and say, allegedly, I think Young Ant Jefe paid for play. I think he done been at no jumper long enough. I think Adam done told Young Ant Jefe, hey man, I got the girl come over here, man. You know they form. But if you want to get a little something, drop a little something on the boy, they'll take care of you. Allegedly.
I know, but I feel like it ain't nothing for me to take personally. I'm saying I feel like he's making it derogatory. Like he's saying like, nigga, you gotta be like out your fucking body buying pussy to be fucking trick. I don't feel that way. I don't think it's.
Let's all acknowledge that.
It depends on where you at, because they love that shit in the South. It depends on where you at. But it's not. It's like, generally not a.
Hell yeah, I'm a trick.
Niggas, Southern niggas say that shit all the time. They flex that shit.
Well, if you parading that around, you a goofy ass nigga.
I said this many times before.
You was just parading a song around that. You was just singing a song talking about tricking is a habit, get like me. You know the whole song. So obviously you like that song. That song was catchy. Why you know this is what I mean by when people be so contradiction. They say, oh man, I don't be pushing this ism, but you on here talking about these dudes talking they don't push the ism, they ain't with that, they ain't down with that, but then in the same boy, they turn around and be like, if you out here giving up the poom poom for free, you gang goofy. So what are you saying then? Do you want her to be a prostitute or do you not want her to be one? So it's like, keep your cookies to yourself until what? They meet somebody like you that's going to say, I want to be with you, but then turn around and pay for some poom poom on the streets and don't consider that to be tricky? Come on, man.
I said this many times before,
and a bitch needs
I wouldn't mind buying no pussy out the country.
And I just feel like
that's how I feel.
Anything in the 50 states, I'm not paying for.
And I just feel like a trick is.
Now you heard what Munchie B just said. He said he won't mind buying some poom poom out of the country. Too Short said on his thing, he said when Flag asked him, have you ever bought any poom poom? He said, yeah, out of the country. He was in Europe or somewhere. He's like, somewhere he probably know he'd never be, never experienced. He's like, oh, I won't always want one of these women. So I'm pretty sure he did pay for something. And in his mind, is that tricky? Yeah, he tricked off. He'll tell you quick, yeah, I tricked off. But that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with tricking. You know what I'm saying? But you can't change the narrative and say what is and what ain't tricking. The bottom line thing is, what's the definition of a drug dealer? Someone who sells drugs, right? So if you sell 1 rock or 10 rocks, you still a drug dealer, right? All right, let's get back to it.
Is somebody that can get tricked by a bitch.
Why you feel so strongly about this conversation though? You didn't pay for some ass?
Why who feel so strong about this conversation? Because you always trying to be like you this motherfucking top motherfucking Fillmore Slim pimp or something. Talking about nigga. Get that shit up out of here, nigga. That shit up out of here. Nigga, you sick with this battle.
Shout out to Munchie B, man. I'm telling you, I like Munchie B, man. There's a couple of cats on here I really rock with, man. I really enjoy their content, man. That's Munchie B and B Brazy, man. I don't know what it is about them two dudes, man. I just like the way they be coming, man. Your boy, Munchie B, do not spare nobody. His own homeboys, your homeboys, the square homeboy, anybody in the room can get it. Be Brazy, the who's, man. He be going in on you cats out there with this y'all game making politics and what y'all out there pushing, bro. So, you got to respect these kind of guys, man, who keeping it real like that. Now, most people would say, Be Brazy, he ain't keeping it real, I don't know. But I know from everything he's saying, from what I've seen, seemed pretty on point. Now, as far as what y'all got going on in y'all hood and or LA, Perry County, I don't know. I just know what I see him saying on this platform. You don't know who's who. You did. Anyways, get back to this content. Y'all hit them like, subscribe buttons up, man. Y'all playing, man. Get them likes up, man. Get that subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, man. Ask me for no money, $1, nothing, man. Let's run this content up, man. Let's go.
In his head. He always acting like he this girl, Inglewood motherfucking pimp. Oh yeah, nigga, man, look, fake Fillmore Slim. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Trying to hit me with a trick question.
Back to what I said. Hold on, back to square one.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit look a little weird though. Even this what Jefe just did. You a fake ass Fillmore Slim.
Right.
Bro.
Yeah, you feel me? He said that with the big negative energy. You pay attention, he vapes him more time you got a bottle in your hand. He said that like he was high. Like, why are you so aggressive and so mad about this topic, and Jefe? Who don't care about nothing but what the checks say? That's what them prostitutes though too. They don't care about nothing but what the checks say. I'm just being real with you, bro. I'm just being real. Prostitutes don't care nothing about what the checks say. They don't care nothing about you talk about you ain't no John because you giving her, hey baby, I ain't no John, okay? I'm not no John. I just got a few dollars over here. I'm not a trick. I just got a few dollars over here for the exchange for some of your wet. For that poom. You know that poom? Un cigarro. I wouldn't get that simple. Oh man. Anyway, man, let's get back to the content, man.
He just asking questions again. Bro, see, I said that shit. Bro seems super duper defensive about this, and it's like, yo, if I have no stake in the game, then why such passion?
Right.
That's all one wonders is why all the passion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He called bro a fake Fillmore Slim. I think Fillmore Slim.
And that's the only reason why I did this video, the first one, and why I'm doing this second. The first one, because it just bothered me to hear him keep saying that that's not tricking. Because now we're going to have a generation of people who look up to him and watch his content, be out here throwing money away, talking about, oh, this ain't tricking, I'm buying poom-pooms. They're going to try to change it, which I don't care because they ain't going to do nothing but make the prostitutes and the pimps get paid. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Or more money. But the point I be making why I go hard the way I do, because also I got kids to myself, and I don't want none of my kids to be watching this stuff and thinking what you saying is real, and now they want to go and do. Nah, we ain't going out like that. Let's get back to the content.
Later on, they pull up a definition from bro about what tricking is, and Munchie's right. Anytime that you pay for
in exchange for a sexual favor, it's tricking, bro.
This was just from the P's
Tricking, from what my knowledge is like, tricking is like, isn't that like whenever somebody spends money on you and then like you kind of give them.
First and foremost, on the tricking side, let you define tricking and what a trick is, if you don't mind.
Basically, a trick is someone. I'm gonna get straight to the point, man. I'm trying to see what you need and what you want, and I'm after something. I'm chasing something. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much know what I'm chasing. You know what I'm saying? Once I get what I need and what I want, you know, we good. We on now.
Yeah, so man, y'all clearly hear this, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it ain't tricking, and we all can see it's tricking. Drop a comment in the conversation if you think that paying poom poom one time is tricking. One or two, that don't matter. Just tell me what you think about the situation. Me personally, I feel like tricking is tricking is tricking. I don't care if you do it one time or 10 times. It's the same thing, bro. You can't change the narrative. You feel me? So, and when he say talking to someone that ain't never come from this lifestyle, well, let me break something down to you, pimping, right? Well, I say I come from this lifestyle, bro. My mama and her twin sister was prostitutes, bro. My mama started selling poom poom when I was 5 years old, bro. You dig what I'm saying? When she got lost on the drugs and she started getting out there before, you know what I mean? So even worse. So let me break something down to you. I come from this, bro. So let me tell you something, bro. You're tricking. And that's it. Y'all hit them comments up, man. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button, man. And we're going to get back to it, man. Again, man, hope y'all had a wonderful, blessed morning, day, whatever time of day it is where you at, you watching this from. All right, tap in.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got on my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.